Alrighty then.
It'll be second half for sure.
Okay, so those are rolls.
I'm not really sitting close to it. I was kind of sitting far away from it.
Yeah, but
And leaning away as I look at my second monitor. Does it sound
Mm-hmm.
fine when I'm sitting close to it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, first half. Narrator Professor Sheppo. Tucker is being done by Akiba. Rhoun is Al. Mylo is me for now, and Kess is
Akiba
Ryder.
Tucker?
Yes. I said I wanted to change, so let's go.
That's insane. Okay, I vibe with it.
It's like now he's the proper xenomorph. He can be heard from like all the way, like he booms from down the hallway.
I'm fine with the cast list. All right, is everybody ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Redo.
I am going to start. Not taking their eyes off of me, the white crane sighs and takes a step in front of their counterpart. They quickly look me over once more before speaking up.
So, what are you doing here? And why do you have Cap's jacket?
Cap? Do they mean Rhoun? God, my fucking internet poison brain read Cap and thought, that's Cap.
Bruh!
Okay. Cap? Do they mean Rhoun? Surely they must. I doubt these two have neurals. Even if they did, there's no way they have the AI installed, right? And here I thought my days of charades were over. Okay, let's see. How can I explain that I was supposed to be at Doc's office, but then Tyr called him in, so then I got sent down here, and instead of waiting in Rhoun's office, I came down to help him and... Oh, easy. I point to the jacket and then the closed hatch.
What is he? Oh, damn it. Of course.
What is it, Kess?
Cap locked himself in the breaker tunnel. Again.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. That's either true, which is pretty damn possible, or this thing is making up one impressive lie.
What should we do?
Well, unless you can open an industrial-grade hatch with your bare paws, I suggest we get moving. Preferably away from this thing.
Hey.
They both jumped, startled, at Tucker's suddenly deep voice.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time they've heard me speak, as I doubt Mylo heard me over his screaming. Wait, I know these names. Of course I do. They're Rhoun's friends. Even still, I don't like the idea that they just leave me behind.
Kess? Did the reports say how well they can understand us?
I don't know. I honestly didn't expect Cap to bring it in to work.
Well, what do we do? Has it been listening to us this whole time?
I nod my head.
Ah! No! This is just like that movie I saw! Where an alien infiltrates a ship and eats all the crew!
Please stop yelling. It's nothing like that.
It is!
Yeah, this seems like Rhoun's crew.
Mylo. It's fine. it probably only understands a few things, like stuff they asked it before they released it. Let's just find Cap and hear it from him, okay? But for now, that thing has his jacket, so it has to come with us.
It does? Why?
Do you have any idea where he might be otherwise?
Yeah, I do. In his stomach, because he ate him! Are we really gonna trust this thing?
Trust? Oh, by the void, no. Just keep an eye on it. We can escape if we have to. It's not like it can read the signs.
You know, I'm starting to feel like the xenomorph was right to kill everyone on that ship. Picking up the rest of Rhoun's tools and stuff in his jacket into the bag, I gestured to them to get moving. And definitely not the best first impression. But we are missing our crucial interpreter. They both look hesitant, and I'm not sure it would be in my best interest to make the first move. Eventually, Kess peels away and timidly invites me to follow. Had I realized how heavy Rhoun's bag would be, I may have tried to get one of them to carry it. But due to the nature of our current affair, I'm not sure they want to come within grabbing distance of me.
So, you really think Cap locked himself in there again?
I mean, unless that thing really did eat him. I don't have a better idea. It's happened before. That hatch needs to be fixed more than the junk beneath it. Open for one mark, my tail. It barely stays open for 10 minutes sometimes.
Well, where does it lead to? I don't think I was with you the last time this happened.
Nah, you might have been fixing something on the upper floors. It's just a hub for some subsystem breaker. But they keep tripping on and off. The only other exit is on the sub-levels. Behind some old panels.
The sublevels? Really? I haven't been down there since... a while, at least. That's so far, too! Can we take the elevator?
Kess looks back at me before turning back to Mylo.
I don't think that's a good idea, Mai.
Why not? Oh, right, you okay back there? Alien thing?
Rolling my eyes, I give a thumbs up, which just scares him more. They mumble something to each other, and we pass a sign pointing toward the maintenance hub. They don't make a break for it, which seems like a good sign.
Hey, Kess? Are you sure you don't remember Cap saying anything about this? I mean, I know we haven't seen him for days, but surely he said something to you, yeah?
I don't know, Mai. He told me that something had come up, but then he just kind of disappeared into his work. Again. I mean, you saw. I was assigning the work orders. Me!
What's weird about that, Kess? You're the second in command down here.
Well, yeah. But no one wants to listen to me. All I do is yell.
You do like to yell.
I know! Bah! It sucks. Cap needs a break. A damned one at that. Not to be laden with more. Especially not with this thing.
Personally, I think I'm lovely. But I'm also not happy to hear that Rhoun is overworking himself.
Is it talking to us, Kess?
I don't know. Just keep walking.
Ugh, whatever. I'll just keep eavesdropping for now. It seems interesting enough.
I just hope Cap can get a break soon. I know all those surge orders from the physics department have been crucial and all, but it's too much! And how many times can one crane check a monitor system?
Yeah. I had to go and fix some panel lighting in one of their control rooms. It seems so rudimentary. I don't know why they couldn't do it themselves.
You know how they are. If it's not theoretical, then theoretically they can't do it.
Alright, down here. It should be almost a straight shot.
We head down a narrow staircase and through more decrepit hallways, each seemingly darker and less well maintained than the last. I assume these are all back routes through the station, and the elevators dodge all this.
Hey, Mai,
Yeah?
what are you doing later? You want to try and do some?
I have to get some lights changed before the day is out. Something about being essential or whatever. I was gonna do it before, well, it started following us. But maybe after that?
I'm going to call it after I finish up with those pipes. I was just curious.
No, we should. It's been a while.
Nice. Just gotta make sure the alien doesn't eat us now, and it should be a good day.
Why would you say that? I'd almost forgotten about it.
These two seem nice, all things considered. They are helping me out here. Only pointed and screamed a bit when when finding me. It's better than most so far. I'd like to be able to talk to them though. Even if it's just to tell Mylo I'm not going to eat him. Yet.
Hey, Kess? Are we close to the breach wall welds?
Yeah, I think. Why?
I want to check them.
Why?
Why? Because it's important by the heart. And I barely come down here as is.
Alright, alright. It's a bit of a detour, though.
I know. I don't think it'll know.
Rolling my eyes, I just follow as they take a turn away from where we were headed. Now moving down another equally grim corridor. How anyone can find their way around down here is amazing to me. I haven't even seen a sign for a few minutes now. Kess has to swipe their ID on a few airlocks to get them open as we continue forwards through the halls. It's colder here, even more so than before. Not only is the cold clinging to me through the jacket, I can even see my breath. I don't think we'll be here long, though. After one corner, Mylo has already noticed something.
Thanks, Kess. Okay, this shouldn't take too long.
He walks up to one of the walls and moves some cords out of the way, revealing a massive weld running up and down the wall. It's everywhere. It even goes below the floor and down the hall.
Still looks good, but you can never be too sure. I still think we should just cut off this whole wing.
You know we can't do that.
I know. But it was just so...
Pretending to not pay attention. I take a seat and look away.
I still can't believe we lost so many systems and stayed floating. No way we've fixed everything.
Huh? Did something happen?
Did they ever figure out what caused it either? It was just one error after another. I remember when the lights went out and I thought that that was all I was going to have to fix. I wasn't worried until the emergency lights went on and I had to rush down here. Not that I could do much. Most of the spacewalk crew was already outside. I remember all the security guards were there too. Then... was it the second or third pulse that was bad?
My...
I still remember how weird it felt. Like all the gravity went out for just a second. And then... everything fell. I wonder how many left to check other places. Most just ran in. The deeper we got, the more of those cracks there were. I'm still sure we missed some. I need to make sure that we didn't.
He runs a paw up and down the weld, checking it for anything out of the ordinary.
I think it was about here when the fifth pulse happened. It really was all hands on deck then, huh? I don't even remember what happened after that. Not clearly, at least.
Mylo?
We got so close, but then I think just a few floors down that explosion happened, right? I was too slow to get caught, but I think that's what caused the airlock to break. Or was it something else? It all happened so fast. I think that was when we lost communication with the rest of the ship. And the spacewalk team.
Mylo.
How close were we to the red line? I think we were closer than they told us. Thank the heart the backup engines finally kicked in. For however long they lasted. We were so close to stabilizing before those last pulses just finished us. That last one, the one where everything started falling towards the ceiling. I still remember how far they fell. It took out, what, all of the security team? That was... awful. But not as bad as it was for...
Mylo! Stop.
He snaps out of his stupor and faces his friend.
What?
Mylo, shut up! Stop expositoring. The alien is watching you.
Ah, damn it! Just when I was getting to the good stuff. I couldn't say when, but I'd fully turned to stare at Mylo.
What do you think it was for me?
I don't know. Are we done here? I don't know how you stand this place.
I hate it too.
Kenan, you're kind of far away from your mic.
Yeah, you're getting like way more quiet.
Really? I'm right.
Yeah, like you're
I'm right where I was before.
Hmm.
One sec. Let me make sure my fucking Discord didn't change me to normal. Oh, it did. It changed me to It's still doing that? God. Okay, I should be good now. I think.
You sound better. Yeah, you're good.
Good. Okay. I hate it too. I just wanted to make sure it doesn't happen again.
I don't think that's up to us. I think whatever the hell happened that day was between the engines and the void. Let's go.
Right.
I'm escorted out of the hallway as we head back into the slightly nicer, dark and decrepit part of the ship. It seems as though we just keep going down and down forever. But since I still can't recognize any of the signs, it seems as though we might just be going laterally more than anything. Kess and Mylo seem pretty quiet after that little stop. I can only imagine what they're talking about, but I have a good idea. It's not reassuring to hear that this place already had a Nickeroid 1 level disaster take place before I got here. And it sounds like it might not have been that long ago at that. I could ask Rhoun about it. From that conversation, I'm starting to feel like that might not be the best idea. Maybe Doc? Who am I kidding? There's no way he wouldn't give me the most sanitized version of events ever. He'd probably tell me it was just a gas leak or there was a minor hull breach or something. The way these two talked about it, it sounded worse. Way worse. I guess that leaves Marruk. I don't know if that'd be a great idea. I feel like he might just not tell me either. But I really don't see another option. I guess I can ask. I'll just add it to my list of ominous things that I would like to know more about. I think my list is at 3. Maybe 4 now? Ugh. One day at a time. One day at a time.
All right, I think it was around here. They really made a maze of it. Why it needs to go down so many floors and cover so much space, I will never understand. I'm just glad Cap does it. I'd hate to have to do those repairs.
I don't think I'd fit.
It's not that bad. I did the training once. Just like you have to crawl through parts of it. That's the worst. Wait. Are we on the 15th or 16th floor?
16th?
Is that a question or a statement?
Yes?
Okay. Let's just look around here. The vent should be close by. Oh, you can, sit somewhere, I guess.
Thanks.
I don't even like acknowledging that I might understand them. I get the impression they're trying to forget I'm even here. The two continue down the unmarked corridor, sifting through cabling until we come to a particularly cord-dense stretch.
Right. This was it. Okay, it should be back here. Mai, help me with this, would ya?
Oh, yeah, sure. What'd you need?
Should just be a driver and a spanner.
Okay. I don't have either of those.
What?
I don't have a spanner or a driver on me.
Why not?
I think I left my bag at the hatch. Well, I was fixing lights today. Why would I just need a spanner?
I don't know. Don't you always carry something on you?
Don't you?
Well, yeah.
Well, where is it?
I must have misplaced it.
They look at each other dejectedly for a bit before I roll my eyes. Oh boy, yeah, this is Rhoun's crew, all right. Like director, like underlings or something. I showed Rhoun's tool bag to catch their attention. I don't think they even want to acknowledge the possibility that approaching me and asking for anything is a good idea. But they clearly don't have a better option.
Ugh. Right. Well, Mai, can you go ask them for what we need?
Me? Why can't you do it?
I'm not as appetizing as you are. Oh, sorry.
Huh?
I'm already under all these cables trying to find the hatch. You do it.
Mylo looks timidly between us before slowly approaching me. He can barely stand still as he tries to formulate the question. Despite his misplaced fear, it's nice to finally see him up close. He's about a head or so taller than me, but his Karain nature still makes him far more intimidating. Not only do those ears add another few inches, but his fur definitely adds a lot of bulk to his form. But hey, glasses help. I wonder how bad his prescription is. Nerd.
Hi there, alien thing. Can I have that bag?
I'm a bit tired after being dragged through the dregs of the ship. I try to put on a smile. Well, but I think it only makes things worse as I hold out Rhoun's bag for him.
Thanks?
He quickly snatches it up and shuffles a safe distance away. He digs through the bag, but his expression tells me everything.
Well, you find it yet?
Kess, how bad would it be if we only had a driver?
I mean, it's not bad. We just have to go and get a spanner. You'd have to go get one.
Why isn't that vent just always open? What's the point of even locking it?
I don't know. Ask Cap.
They continue to bicker in the same manner for a bit as I roll my shoulders. I didn't realize how much of a pain it was carrying all those tools. I know Rhoun is bigger than me, but it's still impressive that he can carry so much around all day. All he gave me was that... all he gave...
What's wrong, Jackson?
All he gave me was this little bag. Oh! Opening up my bag, I find only a few tools inside, but I quickly pull them out and head over to my worried friend.
Hey, are any of these right?
But I heard it's behind me! But please don't! Huh? Oh, hey! Where'd you find that?
What's going on? What'd you find?
The, alien found a spanner?
Oh. Well, that's good, yeah?
Yeah, here.
He walks over to the half-buried Kess and hands them the tools. White paw flashes out from the tangle to claim them.
Okay, just give me a minute.
Seeing nothing better to do, I find a nearby pipe and take a seat. Oh man, my hands are really looking a bit scuffed and warm. I'm surprised, however, when a boot walks into my view, and looking up, I see Mylo.
You should carry this. I mean, you should give this to him. He gave it to you to watch, right?
He still seems nervous. I'm glad he came over.
Oh, thanks, Mylo.
I take the bag from him, and he continues to stand there a bit dejectedly, unsure of what to do. I'm not sure what to do myself. I do the only thing that comes to mind and pat the seat next to me. And to my astonishment, he sits down after a moment of hesitation.
So, you're an alien, huh? What's that like?
Ha!
I think I scared him with my sudden outburst. But that had to be a joke, right? Seems like it wasn't. I know he can't understand me, but I really don't feel like delving into charades today.
Oh, it's fine. The food sucks and the housing is maybe only 3 stars, but the views are great. Otherwise, I would say it's probably better back on Earth.
He just looks at me and blinks a few times. I'm not sure what he expected, but I'm still actually glad he would even sit next to me. I think Marrowyn was right. Spending time with others is the only way to become normal.
How about you?
Sorry.
How's being a mechanic?
He tilts his head at me. How can I explain this? I point to Rhoun's bag with an inquisitive look on my face.
Cap, you know him? I think. I didn't know he was working so closely with aliens, though. I kind of figured it would be more of a like... Wait, sorry, I did not read that right. I kind of figured it would be more of a like behind glass kind of thing.
I definitely put a frown on after hearing that. But he isn't wrong.
He should be out soon though, so don't worry. We work together, so I'd know. Oh, I don't know if you know us though. I'm Mylo?
Is he introducing himself? I guess they never really did introduce themselves, did they? That's kind of him.
I'm Tucker.
I instinctively hold out a hand for him, which causes him to jump back if just a bit. I'm worried I scared him off. But as he leans back in, he looks over my hand before slowly reaching out his paw to meet mine. He chose to mirror me, though, so I have to gesture for him to raise the correct paw for a handshake. I can see the fear behind his glasses as he very slowly comes to terms with what he's about to do. I do my best to keep my hand perfectly still, even after I feel his claws just barely reach my hand and hover with uncertainty. Gently taking hold, I gave one strong shake before letting go. He looks at his paw with awe before turning to his buried friend.
Kess, are you almost done down there?
Yeah. Just let me... There.
A large panel slides out from behind the cables as Kess stands up and dusts off.
What? Huh? What in the void is going on out here? Mylo, why are you so close to that thing? Are you in danger?
No. Well, I don't know.
All right. Well, the vent is open. All we have to do is wait for Cap.
Wait for him?
You seem to understand us pretty well. I'm guessing you're asking why. And the answer is, I don't feel like crawling through the vents today.
Isn't that your job?
This time they don't afford me an answer.
Well, it shouldn't be too long. There's no way the repairs were that bad. He's probably logging everything and writing up a new schedule. It's pretty easy when you've always got a monitor handy. Get that handy? I make puns.
Was that a pun? Surely not, but I wonder if they have Surely not, but I wonder if they have puns in Kurain. But what about Rhoun? I really don't want to wait any longer. I'm starting to get worried. After standing up, I walk past a judgmental stare from Kess and start pushing the cords aside. Ugh, it's a squeeze. But now that I'm actually looking at it, I can tell these vents were made with a Karain physiology in mind. Am I really going to talk myself into this? Yeah, whatever. I'm sick of these boring, dark, and narrow corridors. I think I need something darker and narrower. As I start to take my jacket off, I think my guides might have noticed, and Kess speaks up.
Listen. If you're about to do what I think you are, maybe reconsider.
Yeah, I'm sure Rhoun will be out soon. He's probably... Well, I'll be honest, he's probably just asleep. He kinda does this, a lot. If you didn't know.
Yeah, so maybe just wait for him. Look, we can all sit out here. Respectfully and safely apart from each other. And I don't know, you can do whatever aliens do. Besides, eat us. Of course.
Rolling my eyes, I walk over to Kess and hold my hand out, eyeing up their flashlight. Marrowyn was definitely right. But if I need to be the alien, I'll be the alien.
Flashlight, now.
It gets the point across. Heading back to the vent, I move the cords out of the way before hearing some timid footsteps behind me.
While I don't think you should do this, if you are going to do it, then listen. I get you, understand us pretty well, so... Head down this shaft for a while, then there will be an opening with a ladder. Go up and you should be in the breaker room. If he's not in there, just come back. We'll find him elsewhere.
And be careful. Don't get your fur, clothes snagged on anything.
Yeah, don't break anything. That's just more work for us.
I think I'm starting to like these two. Crouching down, I begin wading through the wires until I get to the mouth of the vent and head inside. It's roomier than I was expecting. I don't even need to crawl. It's nowhere near as bad as those spelunking videos I've seen. Although knowing this place, I can imagine there's another part of this ship where you would have to do that. I see the ladder ahead of me, and there's a bit of a headroom for me to stand up in and start climbing. Looking up, I can't see the ceiling. So it must be a straight shot into whatever weird back room this place is. Going to have a talk with Rhoun about leaving me on my ass back there. Even if he did get locked out. I can't believe Marruk might be fucking word vomit. I can't believe Marruk might be the most worried about how I feel out of all these Karain. It's just embarrassing, honestly. Coming to the top of the ladder, I quickly flash my light around. Fortunately, the ceiling's just high enough for me to stand. Ugh, this place is creepy. I really didn't think this through.
Rhoun?
No response. Okay, just a bit further and then I'll head back. A thin layer of dust covers most of the flat surfaces around here. Thankfully, I don't see any cobwebs. Alien spiders. There's a new fear.
Rhoun!
Still nothing. Damn it! Coming to a fork in the road, I almost turn back. But something drives me to turn the corner. It seems as though it were in vain, as there is nothing here. No, wait. There's a faint blue light. It's either a really annoying coincidence, or I found my Kerain.
Rhoun?
Heading down the last hallway leads me into an open room with, lo and behold, a sleeping Kerain. I'm upset, but it's tempered. I feel more tired than anything. He's been working hard. He hasn't even seen his friends in days. And now he has to take care of me all day out of the blue. I'd be tired too. But he's had his rest. There's just a bit more day to get through.
Hey, bud, come on, get up.
Gently nudging his arm, I try to wake him up as calmly as possible. I've seen how he snaps out of his concentration. I only hope he doesn't freak out when he's woken up.
Rhoun, please wake up.
Slowly and gently, his body moves. His arms tense up as he stretches his legs to... His arm tenses up as he stretches, his legs kick out, and his head turns to me. His eyes open and gently focus on me, illuminated by a soft blue light.
Hey there, bud.
The drowsiness in his system slows his reaction. He just stares at me as I stare at him. And then it comes. His eyes go wide and he scrambles to sit up. His momentum slows as his shoulder meets my free hand.
It's okay, bud. It's okay.
How did you get in here? What happened?
Rhoun, just calm down for a bit, okay?
His eyes widen and narrow as he tries to figure out if this is all real or not. He quickly pulls up his monitor before bringing his free hand to his forehead and slouching down.
The filament. The worst. How long was I out?
Probably a mark or two. I had to get some help to find you, you know?
He looks curious, but I just wave it off. He looks curious, but I just wave it away for now. He'll see soon enough.
So, find what you were looking for down here?
Yeah. Think I got it. Mark ago.
Well, that's good. Do you wanna get out of here, or?
Sorry, Tucker.
Sorry?
Yes, I left you all alone.
It's hard to see, but it looks like he's looking for something. Trying to find some reason for me to be upset.
Rhoun, I'm a bit upset, sure, but you won't do it again, right?
What?
It's more upsetting that he seems surprised by my willingness to look past this more than anything.
It won't. I'm sorry. And now that I know you don't mind the dark, you can just come help next time. If you want to.
Sure thing, bud. Alright, let's get out of here.
He nods and we slowly head back towards the hallway with the ladder. Climbing down first, I reposition myself so he can get down as well.
Here. let me go first.
Bending over in this tight corridor, he just manages to slip into the vent, and after a few seconds, I deem it okay to follow. Rhoun certainly takes a bit longer to get through the vents, but I guess he is a bit bulkier than me. Eventually, we get back to the entrance. Now he holds the cords out of the way for me to get out. Being able to see him in the light, no matter how dim it is down here, he looks exhausted. Not to mention all the dust on his clothes and in his fur.
You really need to be more careful with...
Cap!
I'm cut off as Kess and Mylo come running over to us, only stopping when they realize I'm still here.
Yes? Mylo? What are you doing here?
We were gonna surprise you on your shift, and then we found you were missing, and then we found this alien, and we also...
Ahem. I could ask you the same thing, Cap. And, speaking of, what in the void is that thing?
What are you... Oh, Tucker? He's... my, assistant?
Cap. I'm your assistant. Why didn't you tell us about this? I knew you were working on something, but I didn't expect this.
I guess Rhoun really was too busy to inform them about me. Or they just didn't bother paying attention to the captain's report.
Well, this is Tucker. I have to help look after him for now. But he's super nice. Have you met?
Oh, sorry.
In a way.
Oh. Well, Tucker, these are my co-workers. And friends. Kess and Mylo.
Thanks, Rhoun. But they already introduced themselves, kinda.
Oh. That's good.
What the... Can you actually understand that thing, Captain?
Yeah. The AI that Professor Seno made really works well. I can understand most of what they say. I don't remember if you're supposed to know that, though. So, maybe... please don't tell anyone.
Not a soul.
Yeah, don't worry, Cap. Besides, they seem nice enough.
Mylo! We talked about this.
Mm,
I raise an eyebrow, but then they fail to elaborate.
Well, we should head back up. I'd left everything by the hatch.
Oh, no worries. Here, I brought it for you.
You did?
Yeah?
Walking over to the bench, I grab his stuff for him.
Oh, thanks, bud. Well, it was nice seeing you two, but Tucker and I should get back to it. We only have a few things left today.
I'm surprised he's still motivated to work out after all that. But I guess he was mostly napping while I was the one doing all the work. It's okay. Now that he's back, at least I feel things will go pretty quickly.
bye, Cap. make sure to actually message us next time you decide to lock yourself in a vent system.
And maybe schedule some time off. For all of us.
I will.
Rhoun heads down the hallway, and I deem it wise to follow. I offer a wave to the other two, and I'm surprised to see them wave back. Waiting for us to turn a corner, I speak up.
They seem nice.
They are. I hope they didn't cause you too much trouble.
Only a little. You should do what they suggested, though. Take some time off. Were you really that busy that you didn't tell them about me?
You know... I feel bad for not telling them. I just... know how to do it. I still don't really know.
Well, they know about me now.
Yep. They won't tell anyone. About you, that is. If you were worried. They wouldn't do that.
No, I'm not worried, but thanks. So, do we really have more work to do today, or...
Yeah. Just a bit. Is that okay?
Yeah. But you owe me.
That's fair. Come on, it's this way.
Heading up a different set of stairs, we return to the slightly nicer, dingy back hallways, and Rhoun starts leading me to various things he has to inspect or fix. There's a broken pipe he has to mark to replace later, a cable that has become unplugged, and far too many pressure and voltage gauges that need to be recorded. I've lost track of what mark it is, and I can only assume it's getting late. I'm really starting to feel all the walking get to me. I've just realized it's the most active I've been in a week. Maybe more, actually, considering my schedule back home.
Hey, Rhoun. Are we almost done? I'm really getting worn out here.
What? Oh, let me see.
Pulling up his monitor, he looks over a little list before turning back to me.
Yeah. Just a few more things. Sorry, Tucker. Shouldn't be too long now.
I just give him a thumbs up and we keep walking. Coming up to another box, jutting out of the wall, Rhoun stops me and I take a seat behind him. Opening the box, he meticulously inspects every aspect of it before flipping some switches and sighing.
You good over there, bud?
Yeah. I just need to check if this is running correctly. Do you want to watch?
Huh? Sure.
Heading over, I see he is holding down a switch with one paw while his prosthetic hand presses down a button of some kind.
So, what am I looking for here?
Well, I thought you might want to see this.
The what?
I'm gonna check the voltage on this conduit with my arm.
You can do that? Let me see.
More awake now, I stare intently at his arm, ready for sparks to fly. He releases the other switch, and there's a shrill electric sound for a split second. And that's it.
Is it happening?
Yep. Looks good.
Oh.
I don't know why I expected lightning to shoot from his paws. I wonder if... What was that? I swear I heard a noise coming from down the hall. Not this again. Rhoun seems to have picked up on my confusion.
You okay, bud?
I just thought I heard something is all. I guess not.
Well, we're done here. Only a few more steps to go. Come on.
Collecting our things, I stop to look down the hall behind us, but nothing reveals itself.
So, is this how it normally is for you? You just go around and check if things work?
Sometimes. It depends on the work orders we get. There are days I'm just replacing lights or fixing someone's door. It changes all the time.
That makes sense. I guess that...
There it is again. Okay, this place sucks. I can't see anything behind us.
What are you looking at, bud?
I thought I heard something again.
From down there?
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing. It's dead silent. The silence pervades until I hear Rhoun digging around in his bag.
Hey, bud, can you give me something from your bag?
Huh? Do I have a tool you need?
Anything will do.
I give him a confused expression as I reach for my bag, but he doesn't elaborate. Picking out a wrench-like tool, I hand it to Rhoun, who takes it in his prosthetic paw.
Thanks, bud.
He winds it back and braces himself before... His arm blurs, the tool impacting the far wall with a heavy clang. Canine, metal pipe sound.
Ah. Ryzen. Ryzen.
Oh, sorry. My O's were was that a spanner?
Stop following us!
Yes, Cap!
Yes, Cap. Hey, nice synchronous.
What? Oh, what just happened? Was that Kess and Mylo?
What was that?
Sorry, Tucker. They can be a bit defensive. I think they were following us. They might not trust you yet. Or at least Kess doesn't. I guess I have another thing to talk to them about. They really should be working right now.
I don't know how to respond to any of this. Is this normal? He starts walking away and I can barely mutter.
But... What?
He shoots me a curious glance, gesturing for me to follow. I look down the hallway one last time before catching up. Listen, Tucker, throwing stuff at your colleagues is completely normal. Anyways, we're gonna break for the half here. I need to go use the restroom.
Yippee!
Mhm. Hey.
Right.
I love how Rhoun literally almost just killed either one of Kess or Mylo.
I say Ryzen, Canine, I love your voices for Kess and Mylo.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You both play off
you.
each other really well, and it's
No, I
just
think you did too.
Canine, especially your little, especially
Ooh.
Canine, your little vocalizations, like your little
Mm.
The little tits,
was
yeah, that's
so
really
adorable.
good.
Really well done,
Puppy
yo.
energy.
Thank you.
Puppy energy was perfect.
Yeah, no, I forget which line it was, but I think there was one point where I literally just made him do a dog whine, like a.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was so good. It was so adorable.
Oh. I like those two. They're a fun duo to have around.
They're fun.
Hmm.
And I'm
Yeah,
glad
they're
there's
definitely a
already
straight
folks
man
in chat
pair.
here who are already. Yeah, I'm glad to see there are already folks here who are already shipping them. So blessed.
I mean, as you should. And also,
Mhm.
Rhoun falling asleep in the vents again. I don't know why. Like, that's very sad, but also very cute. And I don't know why, but like, I can't help but get a weird sense of like, would that be comfortable just sleeping in like the vents of a massive space station?
No, Scott does not sleep though. My bad.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I'm weird like that, I guess.
They just build different, you know. They just don't care.
Of course they are.
Literally.
I mean, like, at least 1/5 of them is built different by definition.
Yes.
I actually need to take a quick break as well, so I'll be back soon.
You take your time.
Alright.
I should get
Okay,
back.
I'm back.
Epinephrine
I have my water.
Welcome back.
Nice.
Welcome back, Jackson.
Who's doing the second half stuff?
Let me scroll back up and check who I had written down.
Scrolling back through all the
Oh,
fucking Germa
hi
bits.
Germa. Anyway,
We've got Ryzen down to voice Rhoun, I think, right?
Yes.
I think that was one.
you
Oh.
still up for
Um,
voicing more, Ryzen?
Yeah, I am.
Great. And we've got twinned as Tucker now.
Yes.
And with the pace we're going at, maybe we might get Marruk too, but who knows?
Possible. Anyways, if everybody's ready, we can get started.
Wait, is Twin still in the call? I can't see at the moment. One sec.
Yeah, it's Giorgio, the bottom one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. You still up to voice? Okay, great.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Rhoun continues his crusade to check every little thing as we resume our day, now uninterrupted. He explains to me what each little thing is for, and where each hallway leads. I'm still not sure if he has all of this memorized, or if I just can't read the signs, but I'm impressed either way. After one particularly quick fix, we take a short rest. Rhoun checks what's left today, while I just catch my breath. He says it's a few things, but he only really has to do one of them. And then he'll call it early for me. I thank him, and he continues playing with his monitor for a bit before taking a rest as well. We've gone up at least 10 floors by now. It's already warmer and louder, and I think I even heard voices at one point. We must be behind some of the wall panels now. I knock on one of them to check, but it's not as hollow sounding as I'd expected. Now that I'm used to it, this part of the ship is kind of nice. I can see how this kind of environment keeps Rhoun busy for days, hidden away from the rest of the crew. I bet you could spend days walking these halls if you wanted to. It makes me wonder about all the other places I haven't seen yet. Marrowyn said I had only been on 1 or 2 floors before now. I have a lot left to see. It's just so weird. It's still hard to tell myself we're in space, and I've been inches from a cold vacuum of death. It doesn't feel like space. It just feels like the air conditioner is on too high. Maybe I should ask Rhoun about the zero gravity training he has. See if he's taking any new recruits. I doubt Marrow would like that. Or Marruk. Or even Rhoun. It's fine. I've only been here for 9 days, I think? I need to check my notes. That's like, what? At least 11 Earth days? Oh, shit. I should not remind myself about that. Noticing Rhoun staring at me, I offer a smile and a little wave.
Sup?
Hmm.
You good, bud?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just zoning out.
I still have no idea what time it is, but I can't imagine there's too much time left in the day. Maybe just a couple of marks. I wonder how Doc is doing, and if he's finished up with Tyr. Surely by now. But if he had, wouldn't he have called for me?
Hey, Rhoun? Have you heard from Marrowyn?
Let me check. No, sorry. He must be still busy. Did he tell you what he was doing?
No, I don't think so. I think he just said he wasn't going to Tyr's office and that I couldn't come.
Oh. Well, I am sure he's busy working then.
Yeah, I bet.
With the conversation now thrown out the airlock, we both resume our short break in silence. Laying my head back and closing my eyes, I dream of having an ounce of independence. Dream. Did I dream earlier when I took that nap? Shit, I think I did. Ugh, I really needed my notebook with me. Was it something about the sun? Adios? Ariana? Arius. That's it. Yeah, it's not coming to me.
Hey, Rhoun, one more question. Your star, Arias, can you think of anything special about it?
Special, like what?
I don't know, honestly. Doc told me a bit about it earlier, but, I mean, I've never seen it. I've never even seen the light from your star. Isn't that weird? What color is it? Can you see it from here?
What color is it? It's bright. That's the color. But you can see it from here. If we're on the right side of the planet at the time. It's a bit sad from out here. I'm used to seeing it from home, obviously, so seeing it so small feels wrong.
I can't imagine what that's like. Although, now if I were to look at the patch of stars in the sky, I could only guess that they're my own.
Right.
We only stay seated for a few moments longer as Rhoun helps himself up and turns to me, giving me a short nod. Okay, one last fix, and then we're out of here. Heading to the last repair isn't so much of a hassle either, as it's just up a ladder and around a corner. He doesn't even bother explaining this one. He gets right to work, checking it for any breaks and testing all the parts.
So, what are we going to do after this?
We could get dinner? Well, I could get you some dinner. Us dinner? Mm, um,
Right. Sure, that sounds okay. I was kind of hoping we could maybe go somewhere. You did say that you wanted to show me something cool, right? I think you might owe me after today.
well, I won't argue that I owe you. But on such short notice, I'm not really sure where we could go. Oh, uh, we could always.
Anywhere that isn't old thrusters, I should add.
He looks away, just a bit hurt, and continues thinking of something. Were you just howling?
I just imagine,
He looks-
I'm sorry, I just imagine, Tucker just saying, and anywhere other than the old thrusters, and, you just see Rowan's tail ever so slightly dip down.
Oh, yes.
Poor baby. He looks away, just a bit hurt, and continues thinking of something we could do as he works. A few seconds later, he pipes up.
Well, I might have an idea. But I need to check on something first.
Yeah? Alright. We have some time. I think.
He laughs and finishes up with his work. After double checking everything, he puts his tool away and stretches out his back.
Okay. We can start heading back now. We'll still need to go to my office first.
Oh, I had almost forgotten we were there earlier. That feels like it was days ago.
Welcome to maintenance.
Returning his smile, we head back through the pale tunnels. Surprisingly, we had actually wrapped around somehow throughout the day, and the walk was fairly swift. There are a few sparse Karain hanging out in the hub, but since we came in from above, they don't seem to notice us. I don't see Kess or Mylo anywhere. Maybe they're still out there working. Or just chatting, knowing them. Rhoun diligently logs everything on his monitor before taking out the day's broken parts and arranging them on his desk. I take off my jacket. I'm hanging it up before Rhoun stops me.
Do you not want it? I know it's a bit big, but you can keep it. If you'd like.
Oh. Really? No one will miss it?
Mm.
Rowan.
No. It's an extra.
Okay, well, thanks then.
Slipping it back on, I waltz around the room, taking a bit more time to inspect some of the things on his desk. Seems like there's some crazy machinery here. I guess we only did basic repairs today. I imagine he's qualified to do more serious repairs if the situation calls for it. Like what Kess and Mylo were talking about. I probably shouldn't bring that up with him.
Hey, Rhoun, should I put these tools somewhere?
Yeah, anywhere will do.
Seriously? Are you sure you'll find them?
Uh-huh.
I roll my eyes and try to find the best spot for them still. After returning his tools, I sit next to him and watch as he finishes logging his work.
So, did you check that thing you needed to?
Huh?
For the, thing? The cool thing? The thing you wanted to show me?
Oh. Uh, yeah.
Okay, I guess we're all good. Okay, I guess we're all good to. Oh my god, fucking blah 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 blah.
Think Germa, Jackson.
Shut up, Ryzen. I'm gonna kill you.
Manifest Germa.
Okay. Fuck.
That's what happens when you manifest him. He phases in like the Cholpa.
Okay. Fucking goddamn it, K9.
I'm brushing out all the ad libs out of your mouth. There you go. Now you'll be able to say it just fine. Exactly. I'm bringing away the silly.
Dusty, I'm killing you first. Okay, I guess fucking goddamn it. I don't know why this line is killing me so much. Ugh. Okay. Fucking goddamn it.
Take a sip of water. Take a sip of water.
Oh, I need water. Yeah, I need some water.
Never change, Jackson. Never change.
Every time I say okay, I'm just like imagining Jeremy saying okay.
Okay.
I'm skipping the okay. I'm skipping the okay. I guess we're all good to see it. I guess we're all good to see it after this then. It doesn't take long for him to finish his work. But then he walks around the room looking for something.
Need help? I thought you were done for today.
Almost. One more repair.
Oh, okay. Is it like on the way?
It's close.
Alright, he's starting to sound a bit like Doc with these... I can read that better. Alright, he's starting to sound a bit like Doc with these vague answers. But I trust him when he says that it's just one more thing, even if he tends to bury himself in his work.
Ah!
He digs into a pile and pulls out a small box that he opens to reveal a bulb of some kind. I guess that's it. I'm just gotta fix one last light. He stores it in his bag and heads to the door, giving me a nod to follow. Outside, he grabs a stepladder and hands me one of the wet floor signs I've seen him use before. We head out a different entrance this time. No longer taking the back routes, just a normal back route. Finally, after opening a panel, we're back in the normal hallways. The lights are out, and I can only imagine how late it's gotten. Not to mention that not eating much all day is starting to catch up to me.
Hey, Rhoun, you'll still have time to pick up dinner, right? I'm kind of just realizing I've only had soup today.
Yeah, once I fix this last thing.
I don't really know how long that'll take, but we keep heading onwards. No use in complaining about it now. We climb a massive stairwell, long enough that I have to stop and catch my breath well before Rhoun diverts to a door. He peeks outside before turning to me. I feel like I already know what he's going to say, as I can hear the sounds of Karain outside.
There are a few too many people out there. So give me a minute and I'll see if I can clear it out. But then the last repair is just down the hall.
I'm too tired at this point. I just offer a nod as an answer. He scurries out of the stairwell, and I let out a sigh. What a day. At least I don't stay in Rhoun's office for all of it. As the door opens, I look up expecting Rhoun. When another Karain comes in, I freeze. Oh man, please don't scream. But they just keep walking. In fact, I don't think they even noticed me at all. Maybe it's the jacket? Well, I won't complain. I am relieved the next crane to come through the door is Rhoun.
Oh, okay. It's a bit quieter now, but we should hurry.
Offering him a nod, we hurry down the hallway towards the other door. I can see that he's set up his wet floor sign and opened the door for us. Inside is a small waiting room with 2 adjacent doors. But all the lights seem to be working here. Rhoun quickly closes the door behind us and looks around before gesturing me to the next room.
I'm sorry, bud. This is turning out to be a lot for one day. Maybe we should just have dinner after this. I'm not sure we can make it anywhere, interesting today.
Oh, it's fine. Maybe that was asking for too much. You weren't expecting to take care of me today anyways.
Right. Right. I'll make it up to you, though. Just another day.
It's fine, bud. Don't worry. So, where's the last light anyways?
It's just out there on the balcony.
Balcony?
Am I hearing that right? No, surely not. That must just be a weird Korean word or something. Like Marruk, and... Why would there be a balcony in space? You can't, go outside. I'm curious. I follow Rhoun as he collects his step stool and opens the door for us, leading us onto a small open area. I still hold my breath, just in case. It's a bit brighter here, and I can hear the distant sound of a crane. I see a railing, so I guess it is a balcony. But what is it overlooking? Oh. Oh, wow. Now that's a hallway. I hear Rhoun setting up his ladder behind me and getting to work. When I gesture to him, stunned.
Well, what is it, bud? Are you afraid of heights? Sorry. I should have said something.
What is this place?
It's just a hallway. I guess it's a bit of a main hub for people. There are a lot of housing units around here.
Is this not the cool thing you wanted to show me?
What? What? No. I wanted to show you one of the central air controllers. Much cooler.
But what about all this?
I gesture to the window and everything in front of us.
Well, what about it, bud? It's just a window.
He takes his time to get back to work, leaving me utterly confused. Alright, I think we have different definitions of what cool means. I don't want to say that the window Marruk showed me is less impressive, but... Damn. It's a big window. How can they just go about their days like that? Walking by something so incredible and not stopping to even glance at it. And... wait. Is that Novale? It really is impressive from up here. I can't believe that there are people who get to see this every day. I can barely take my eyes off it.
Okay. All done. Let's go.
Go? Wait, do we have to?
Don't you want dinner?
Well, yeah, sure, but maybe you could go get it for me?
He doesn't look particularly amused. But I can't tear myself away from this view. Not yet. I just got here.
Do I look like a dog to you? All right. I can lock the door so you can stay here. But you won't be able to leave until I get back. I guess we can eat here too. It's too late for anyone to come around anyways. Okay, it will only take me a bit, but don't move. But please.
I won't. I promise.
He looks nervously between me and the door before heading out. I can hear him try a few keycards on the door before it beeps affirmatively and, I assume, locks. Alone, I leaned against the railing, just taking in the view. Must be what, 10 stories up? Maybe more? It all seems so fake. Is that a real window? Is it a monitor? Are the plants alive? Or just plastic? So many ideas are bouncing around in my head. It's hard to just take in the view and relax. Taking a moment to breathe, I start watching the crane below. Some stick around to wait for someone. Some walk in groups. Some alone. Some walk with purpose, while others just meander about. Can't make out anything they're saying, but a gentle chorus of voices echoes throughout most of the vast room. An occasional yelp or yap can be heard. Maybe an exclamation, or a friend's name shouted in glee. I think one of them is even singing. It's all so familiar. It almost hurts. How would they react? They were torn away from everything they knew. And comfort of their own lives. Just end up here. Alone. I guess, in a way, they did. They may not have had the choice. They may have had the choice, unlike me. But they ultimately came all the way out here. For whatever reason, they chose to come to the furthest habitable point in their known system, thousands of miles from home. Board a ship that harbors no reason and mimics a floating grave, with no promise of fame nor fortune. And yet, they can still sing. Rhoun is right. I may be alone at times, but I won't let it stop me. Gently wiping my eyes, I look back to see that the sitting Karain has met up with a group, and they swiftly exit my vision. An affirmation that, just maybe, I am not alone, in a sense. Needing a break, I peel my eyes away from the crowds, but I am reminded of the monolith just outside. Novail. I'd love to get a closer look at the window, to have someone point out every minute detail of the stars, and wonder if one of them is my own. To see the painted surface of Novail bleed and stain itself over and over again in its twisted pattern up close. Just out of reach of its deadly pull. It's not quite the beauty of Jupiter, but its muted colors do it justice all the same. In a cruel way, this must be the first time I've seen the light of Arius, reflected off Novail in a dimming sunset. The crispness of the planet fades slightly as night overtakes its borders and it slips into the background. And with that, the light of my foreign star is gone. Not that I could feel its warmth. Not here, at least. Maybe on another deck, on another floor, on another day. I know Rhoun was disappointed by the view, but I still wonder how it looks from out here. If it is just a small dot in the sky, or a blinding eye. And what of this eye? I can't see any vague deific stars from here, so it must be on the other side of the ship. Just watching us. As much as one can hype up a cosmic anomaly to be just another star, it still looms behind me, so burning into the back of my skull. Why does that sound familiar? Well, I guess the eye is too weird. I could always go about calling it the heart or the void or whatever. I'm pretty sure I could just pick a name for it at this point and no one would correct me. It seems like they've got 100 names for the damn thing. Shit, I'm starting to get hungry. Maybe I should have gone with Rhoun. I kind of feel bad for making him bring me food. Whatever. I probably couldn't go with him anyways. And he won't be long. I guess I'll just enjoy the view. I barely noticed Rhoun come back with dinner. I help him with the tray and we sit on one of the benches to relax. He seems exhausted, but he slowly munches away at his meal all the same. It's been a long day for sure. I kind of just figured he was used to this, but I don't think he stopped for like a week or so. It might explain his bad sleeping habits, but I wouldn't know how to bring it up. Hey, your job is running you ragged. Have you thought of, I don't know, not doing that? Hey, I know you're tired, so maybe sleep better because you work like 15 marked days. Take a day off? Yeah, I really don't think I have any advice for this one. Poor guy. I just hope the rest Poor guy. I just hope the rest he's getting is enough.
I
go to break the silence, but as I see him staring off into the void, I relent and join him in the oblivion of thought. A conversation cut short, forgotten for the calming nothingness of post-dinner lethargy and the indifference of space. And maybe also because he's fallen asleep in his seat. I gently rouse him, and without a word, we agree it's time to go. Not learning from before, I take one longing look over the balcony to frame it in my mind until I return. With a wary smile, I nod and follow Rhoun back into the stairwell. He doesn't bother returning the step stool or the floor sign, instead stowing them away in a closet for the night. Turns out, we're above the executive suite by a good few floors. Well, I thought they'd be the top floor. Maybe there's not much up there. Still, I'd love to see how other Kurain live around here. I can't imagine Tyr sharing a room with anyone. Whatever. I'll focus on exploring the station when I actually can. For now, I might as well just try and get to bed and see what's up tomorrow. It's a new day and all that. Unfortunately, since we can take the main hallways, Rhoun can't stop and check any gauges or valves, so we arrive pretty quickly. I don't see Marrowyn standing around anywhere. In fact, all the doors seem to be shut. It's not as though they are normally open or anything. I hope Marruk is here. I'd hate to just loiter around until he gets back. Rhoun seems to have forgotten about all of that as he is standing in front of his door trying to find his keycard.
What?
I glance at Marruk's door before looking back at Rhoun. Trying to What was that? Ugh.
What was sniggle? Little sniggle at him?
Trying to smiggle.
I tried to give him a little sniggle. I'm Johnny Bravo.
Thank you very much. I glance at Marruk's door before looking back at Rhoun, trying to signal him that I'd like some help. He looks at me totally lost for a few seconds before something clicks and he realizes what's happened.
Oh. He should be there. You could knock.
Is that it? Just knock?
I mean, I could get the door for you. But
No, that won't be necessary. I just wasn't sure.
Alright, here goes. Knocking on the door seems useless as there's no response. After more than a few seconds of deliberation, I hear a faint shambling behind the door. The door flies open to reveal a slightly disheveled Marruk. Still in uniform. And looming over us both. Oh, I'm not using the sprite update. Damn it. Forgot to download it. Oh, whatever.
Okay,
I'll get
real
one
quick.
last taste of normal Marruk.
Ah,
We both wait for him to say something else. When he doesn't and just walks away, it seems like as good an invitation as any. Nodding goodbye to Rhoun, I head inside and close the door behind me. Marruk is sitting on his bed, rubbing his temples, maybe nursing a headache of some kind. He must be, since he hasn't even bothered to turn the lights on. Or maybe he was just napping. Who knows?
Hey, Ma. Shh.
please. Give me a second.
I step back and wait a minute for him to continue talking. I'm starting to get a bit worried. I decide it's best to just leave him be for now. So I take off my jacket and bag and head to the bathroom. Inside, I find the cabinet open. That red bottle I got for him a few days ago is on the counter. It's empty. I guess that explains it. I just hope he had his last dose before he ran out of whatever these are. Space Advil? Maybe. I very slowly turn on the shower. And when there's no yelling or knocking on the door to stop, I turn it up to my preferred setting. I wonder how far we walked today. It probably wasn't that much. It feels like. I know I'm going to feel it tomorrow, though. Well, hopefully some rest will help. After I finish cleaning up, I cautiously and quietly creep out of the bathroom. I don't see Marruk working on his monitor, and the lights are still off. Heading out more, I can see that he's still on his bed. It doesn't look like he's moving. And that's either good or really, really bad. Getting closer, and as my eyes adjust to the light more, I can see that he's just sleeping. That's probably for the best. Although, he's still in uniform, and not even under the covers. I hope it's restful at least. Seeing as I can't do much for him, I start making my own preparations and go to bed. Although it would seem as though I'm not that lucky. Because even after lying down and getting decently comfortable under the sheets, sleep does not come. Rolling over and flipping my pillow feels fruitless. I just can't find something to concentrate on long enough to pass out. I wish I had my phone. I'd kill to just watch some videos or something right now. Turning over again, I notice a faint blue light coming from the wall next to Marruk. Or rather, I think it's a reflection. Then, in a bright flash of blue, Marruk jolts up right.
Wait!
I find myself shocked back a bit as I stare up at him, wanting to call out but not knowing if I should. I open my mouth to speak, but he rushes to the bathroom before I can let a thought fly.
Merit?
I quietly offer to the room. He cannot hear me. Actually, it sounds like Yeah. I think he might be throwing up in there. Oh shit, should I call Doc? But how? I don't even have my phone, and the sink turns on. I hear him rinsing out his mouth and panting heavily. I'm still too afraid to move. Maybe I've fallen asleep and this is some new nightmare. After waiting another minute or so, he walks into the room while wiping down his paws. Just to accidentally lock eyes with me. He stops dead in his tracks. It takes him a second to process that. I'm staring back at him. He looks scared. Or maybe just shocked that I'm here. I can understand if he forgot in the moment.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
He barks out before turning away and rubbing his eyes.
I just... It's a side effect of the medicine. Or something. When did you even get here?
When did I... Marruk, I've been here for almost a month now. You let me in. Are you sure you're fine? I'm sure Doc wouldn't mind stopping by. He's probably home by now.
He doesn't respond. Instead, taking some deep breaths before turning to me slowly.
I'm fine, Tucker. Look,
He cuts himself off mid-sentence. Or at least, I think he does. As he tries to continue.
I just need to sleep. I'll be fine tomorrow.
Marruk, are you sure?
I'm fine!
The room briefly illuminates as his prosthetic flares to life and dims back down, leaving a remnant faded glow around his eye. So that's what it looks like. I had no idea it could change like that. A second after his outburst, he bends over and grabbing his head.
Marruk.
Tucker. Please, I just want to sleep.
Okay.
The crane in front of me looks nothing like that monster that haunts my dreams. Even looming over me, he's barely intimidating at all. He just looks hurt. He shambles to his bed, this time at least taking off his jacket and getting under one of the blankets. I don't know. What do I... Damn it all. Lying down and facing the ceiling, try to rationalize what just happened. Because I'm not fully convinced I'm awake right now. I don't know what I can do about this tonight. I just have to hope he was right. I just need some sleep. But that was a lie. And we both know it. We'll stop here for tonight.
Hooray.
Hey, good
Made
job,
it to
everyone.
Day 10. Day 9 was quite easily one of the longest ones until this point.
Yeah, there was quite a lot to get through. But also, goddamn it, now I just feel bad for Marruk.
Me too. Poor guy.
I want my precious Dobby boy to be safe and just to get his fucking medication.
Man needs his pills.
Take your pills, bro. Take your beta blockers.
All right,
my bro.
bye, twin.
Bye, twin. Oh, he left.
Good job, boy. I really like that.
Hell
That
yeah.
scream. Yeah, that scream was really good. Like,
Yeah, boy, you did really good.
Yeah, good job, Bob.
that was really good, actually. Yeah, really good,
Bob.
really
Thank you.
good. Yeah, I
Bob.
liked it a
Good
lot,
job,
a lot
Bob.
emotional.
Good job,
Thanks,
Bob
man.
Builder.
Bob,
Don't
Bob.
forget
Bob.
don't forget to give all your favorite
Bob.
actors today a bunch of sniggles.
A bunch of singles, everyone.
Okay.